It says we are live. What's up, Pat?
Hey, Steve.
You're supposed to answer when I say that right away. I mean, like right away. So we're gonna try to do an auction to see how this goes.
Okay. Hey, Steve.
You're supposed to answer.
Is that me?
Is that me? No, that's not me. That's you, man.
That's you.
Is it me?
Hey, Steve. Is that me?
Is that me? I don't have any other weapons.
It's you.
Is it me?
No, because I'm muted. Hold on.
Is that me or you, man? It's got to be you.
No, because I'm muted.
I'm not even a rookie. Neither one of us are rookies, and we're still making rookie mistakes.
You know why? Because I had pulled up 3 screens at the same time.
Oh, so it was you.
Yeah.
You were blamed. I see how that works.
You know why? Because I'm like, you know what happens is when you pull up the tab, you'll get multiple tabs up there. And I'm like, where the hell is that coming from? Yeah, and there was another tab open on the bottom.
So I added another fella in here. His name is John. No, Scott. Scott.
Donna, did you say?
Frank. I don't know what his name is.
What's up, assholes?
Hey, this is my channel. We're not supposed to do that stuff. Anyway, so what we're going to do tonight.
Well, Scott, you're going to have to write him a check for the $2 that he just lost now.
Yeah, right? We were really less than 5 minutes into the show. So we have these over here to my whatever side that is on the view. And he's going to be the bid caller tonight. And he's going to, what Pat says, his rules are final. So you guys got to know that. Pat says sold, it's sold. It doesn't matter if it comes up again in the chat after Pat.
Well, what I'll do is I volunteered to come on and help Steve because Steve is a friend of mine and this is his debut, and I've done these and I help out in the side chat, kind of being a mod for Scott. So I said, I'll come in, and now what I'll say is, we got so and so at $10, so and so at $15. Then if any other people, I'll say going once, going twice. But I will type the word sold. And
why are you here, Scott?
For the beauty.
Moral support. He said, "Hey, you're gonna have an auction show. Invite me on." So I sent him a link, and he showed up. It's pretty cool.
I actually said I'd help you before Pat D said he'd help you. So you just kicked me to the curb when Pat D said, "I'll help you."
No. You can you're welcome to because if we're gonna go 2 or 3 hours, you're fine.
You guys can share the duties. How's that?
And I sent just so you know, because I know you're not used to doing lives, but I sent you a rose.
You sent me. See, I don't see that over here.
In your StreamYard, it's red.
Yeah, I see super sticker. So Pat D's, thank you for the super chat, $1.49.
Yeah, that's a rose. That's to make up for the thorn below us.
The thorn below us. Who's the thorn?
Yeah, he came in calling us an asshole. How you doing, Scott?
So Scott's here for moral support, I guess. We're trying to make this thing work tonight, so we're going to give it how do I tell how many people are in the chat?
Can you see on your StreamYard in the back? On the top left?
Top left.
You got 26, I think. On the YouTube side, it says 26.
Yeah, I see. Yep.
So we can start if you guys are ready.
Sure.
Yeah, do you want to explain how they're going to pay you?
The rules. I forgot the rules. So the rules are pay me right after the auction ends. So this is the PayPal address right there is slicktoys@yahoo.com. Make sure you spell it right. SLIKTOYS @yahoo.com. As soon as you're done bidding on the auction, just like Scott's auctions, as soon as you're done bidding, you send the payment. I will pull up PayPal on my other screen over here so that I know I can check on that for you.
And then even if Scott notices, questions, you'll have to listen, Scott, Steve, that, because sometimes people ask, like, what year is that? Can I see the back?
Right.
Yeah.
And if there's any discussion on, well, I bid, and that's all. When Pat says sold, it's sold. So Pat's going to be the auction caller tonight. Are you watching live chat, Pat?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And make sure everybody that you have the live chat pulled and not just top chat on your chat. That way you can see. Big Mike from Florida is a big help in the chat. He's going to put the PayPal address every time something sells with he'll shout out your name, but my PayPal address, it'll make it much easier. So No real rules, no registration. Just bid and pay. That's it. Easy stuff. You guys ready?
Yeah.
So I cut myself on my fence in my backyard. So if I bleed, I'll try not to bleed any product.
Steve, when you want to feature some of your stuff to get a better view for your viewers, you can make this you big, and we could still talk in the background like that, and you could still hear us, right?
Yes,
No,
Yep.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
If you guys want to chat this stuff up, I'll be happy to. So the first item is this awesome jacket. This is made by a company called JH Designs. You can see it has all the NBA teams on it. Cavaliers. What's that? Bobcats. Bucks. Celtics is my favorite.
So
that shows you how old it is because the Charlotte is now the Hornets.
Yep. Miami Heat. Clippers. It's a few years old. There are a couple of condition issues with some of the patches. This is reversible, by the way. So this is the inside patch, and you can see that there is some damage there. Oh, by the way, this is all free shipping.
Okay, yep, that was the question. Yep.
So this is going to be just like Scott's auctions on Wednesday nights. So anyway, some of the patches, very few of them, do have some damage, but it's a really nice coat. This is size medium. Chicago Bulls. There was another patch on here that had a little damage. Big old NBA patch.
So the first lot is going to be a basketball jacket.
It's a basketball jacket. Yep. Phoenix Suns. Oh, the Clippers. The Clippers had a little bit of.
What do you want to start this at, Steve?
I don't know. I don't care. Start it at $1. I don't care.
Well, I mean, sometimes if you do that, then you could be $1, $2, $3, $4.
Right.
It's going to cost you probably $12 to ship. So probably what you should be starting is at what your shipping cost is.
My shipping cost is going to be what, $10 on this thing.
Okay. Well, we got Gate City Picker in at $5.
That works. Yeah. That works for me.
And
I'll look, Eric. Because it's reversible, the tag is in the pocket, so it might take me a few seconds. It says free inbound shipping. Huh. I don't know why it says that on. Do not wash or dry clean, so not machine washable.
We got Harbor's Hope in at 10, Gate City Picker in at 12. Yeah, let's keep it at now $2 increments, and if we get to 50, then we'll go to 5.
What they want you to do is clean it like as if it's a leather jacket, even though it's not leather. It's
that's not like my auction. We take every bid. We don't care.
Yeah. I mean, Steve pretty much said that. He just doesn't want people bidding like 50 cents, 60 cents.
Yeah, I don't care. As long as it's whole dollars.
As long as it's whole dollars, it's fine.
Yeah.
Who's the B? Who's the B one? Let's see. Oh,
Who's
Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets, yeah.
I'm not a basketball guy.
They were the New Jersey Nets, but now they call themselves the Brooklyn Nets.
When did they change that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Golden State Warriors.
What size jacket is that, Steve?
I think it's medium, but
it's medium.
Me, and I'm a big guy. So.
Yeah, this is new Steve, extra 30 pounds Steve.
Yeah, I'm like a 2X now, so this thing fits me. This is a cool. These things are not cheap. So, how's that? Is that a better modeling idea?
If you sweat and pass out, we'll just keep going.
Well, you guys
we'll auction off what we can see. Okay, to the red scale, who's going to give me $10?
You don't get my scale. 76ers, $12. Ooh, that thing's warm. Be a nice jacket.
We got Eric in Ohio at 15. Steve, how many teams are represented on that jacket?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that means. I don't know. How many teams are in the NBA? I can count them up.
Yeah, Yellow Brick reselling is in at $20.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27. Does that sound right? It's a good deal at $20 right there. It is a cool jacket. That's why I bought it. it's been hanging in the closet for way too long, so I figured I'd let her go.
Yeah, if you're a basketball fan, that's a nice looking jacket.
There might be 32 on here. My count might be off. I don't know. There's quite a few teams on here. Well, it depends on when the jacket was made too. I don't think there's a year on this one.
Correct. New Orleans is probably not on there.
Eric in Ohio's in at 25.
It does say medium on the tag, but as you can see, I'm almost 2XL and it fit me, so it's bigger than what it looks. 25, Eric. That's what I paid for it, so I'm happy with that bid.
Now, can I ask you who's the maker of that jacket?
It's JH Designs.
JH Design. Okay.
JH Design Group. Yep. It's official NBA merchandise.
Yellow Brick Reselling is in at 30. Well, the reason I ask is I have 4 David Letterman jackets similar to that, and I paid up for those.
JH makes a lot of stuff. I have a shirt over here that's made by JH Design too. It's
Now Eric in Ohio is asking, is the Timberwolves or the Sonics on there?
Yes. Not seeing either. Atlanta Hawks, Portland Trailblazers, Timberwolves is on here, right there. And what was the other one? Sonics.
Sonics, yeah. Isn't that the team, Mark Cuban?
I do not see the Sonics. Houston Rockets.
Scott, is that the team that Cuban owns or something?
He owns the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't see the Sonics on here.
That's why I wasn't sure.
I'm very confused.
Yep.
I'm not a basketball guy, so I wouldn't even know.
There's the Timberwolves right there. Right beside the
Timberwolves
logo.
is on here, sure. Timberwolves, but no Sonics as far as I can see. Oklahoma City Thunder, though.
Yeah, we got Yellow Brick Road Reselling in at $30. Is anybody else interested?
Start counting down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put going once.
And I will ship this in a box. It will not be stuffed in a padded flat rate.
We got Eric in Ohio at $35. And Bluegrass Picker is saying Thunder was the Sonics.
Is that so? It's after so Sonics don't exist anymore. So yeah, that's all. That's what I know about basketball. No clue. I know my nephew's a big fan of the Oklahoma City.
We got Yellow Brick Road Reselling back in at $40.
Let me hold it up again since it's still being bid on. It also has these patches that say like Eastern and Western, and then the big NBA patch in the middle on the back.
We got
So
Eric.
the Bulls does have a little bit of wear on it too. Most of the patches are nice.
Eric in Ohio's in at $45.
It's a sweet coat.
Yellow Brick Road Reselling is out. So we're going to start calling it. Going once to Eric in Ohio at 45. Going twice. They're asking again, who's the maker?
JH Design.
Now, I'll give it about 15, 20 seconds in between going twice and sold. So because of the lag, that natural lag that happens.
Go ahead, Pat.
You got a super chat.
I did. Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
So what are you trying to say, Phil? I don't make the list of a great guy? What the hell?
Thanks, the Texas Bandit. $20. That's the best super chat I've ever had. I like it.
That's Phil. Yep.
Yeah, that's Phil talking bad about me again.
No, he loves
Phil,
you.
do I know Phil? I don't think I do.
Yeah,
he used to have a different name. He's not always been a Texas Bandit.
Yeah, he used to go under Phil, and he was on the show last week when me and Scott were there, and we were super chatting back and forth. But yeah,
He can call himself whatever he wants as long as I like him.
Okay, we're gonna say sold to Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
$45. Let me type it in there. Sold to Eric, $45.
If
Eric,
you when you pay, if there's a note section on there, just let me know which lot you won. So just say NBA jacket or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm keeping notes here for you, Steve.
As well as I am too, and I'll write down what the cost was as well.
Yeah, so
I'm just surfing the internet, so there.
What was it?
He's surfing the internet.
I wanted to see what it looked like. All right, well, I'm switching.
You're making him nervous, Scott.
All right, guys. I know Steven Straight's in here. He bought my last hat lot. So we're going to do a hat lot. You can see it's a big, big lot. I'm going to make myself big again. There's some really good ones in here.
Now, what do we want to start the hat lot at? We want to establish a starting price.
$10. Started at 10.
Okay.
We'll go for more than that. It's a good lot. So I'll count them after I do the lot. I added some more in after I did the preview last night. So if you guys saw the preview, there's actually more in here than from what I did there. So the first one, USS Iowa. This is a fairly newer hat. Very nice, though. Very nice condition. I don't think it's ever been worn. That's one. This one's Reserve Environmental Services.
There we go. Steven Strait, who's here from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, hat lots. This one is really cool.
Started at $8.
This one has a little bit of foam issues, so there's that. But this is lower Lake Coldock. It's like almost a suede feeling material. It's not leather, but it feels like that. And then this is actually Scott. When you came to town, if you would have looked over by the Goodwill, this is the scene. Is
that the Funky Bridge?
Yeah, it's over by the Funky Bridge. Yeah, but that's really cool. Hat. All right.
Yeah, I remember that. I've been there. I met Steve at a Goodwill, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've been to this Goodwill.
It's a very unique area. So, I mean, if you've been there, you know it.
And I want y'all to know, Steve told me to meet him there at like 9 o'clock. And so I'm outside waiting for him, and he's been inside shopping, buying all the good stuff the whole time.
the one item that you found that I didn't see. Anyway, so here's Drylac powder coatings. This is a brand new hat. This one is really, really cool. Ingersoll Rand, Pittsburgh, PA. Definitely an 80s with the 3 stripes on them. This one's made by, doesn't say. So most of these, I don't think there's any K brand in here.
It was made by Fairies. It didn't say.
This one's Hannon Electric Company. This one, also the foam is pretty bad, but really good. Old big patch hat. This one's Worthington Cylinders. Another big patch hat from, I don't know, probably 80s. This one is a K Products. So all you guys who, I don't know if you can see that, but all you guys who are into K Products, if anybody knows K Products, people know that those ones sell really well generally.
Sean, shipping is free in the United States.
Shipping is free in the United States.
Yeah, Sean, it's just like the Wednesday night auction. So
yep, exactly the same. There's a Baltimore Orioles hat. The bill's a little bit funky.
And I know you understand that one because I shipped you something today.
66.
Sean,
I think they won
Sean
something.
is in at $12. Thank you.
This is a funky Cleveland Browns hat. I think CTC stands for Cleveland something.
Incorporation. Cleveland.
No, there's a like a clinic, Cleveland something clinic. I can't remember what it was, but that's what that CTC stands for.
We got 40 people in here, right? 44 people in here now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great for my lives. This one is made by J.A. Miller Company, but it's really cool. Cleveland. I know throwing the Cleveland Browns hat in here was a risk. Nobody would want to bid, but it is what it is. All right, so we got this one.
There's a CTC methadone clinic in Cleveland.
That's probably what it is. Anyway, Cleveland or Chicago Bears. This is actually a fairly old hat.
Yeah, it's called the Cleveland Treatment Center as well.
Yeah, that's it. Cleveland Treatment Center. That's what it was. This one says the Eastport. It's nice hat. I know it dropped the value of the lot, and I'm from Ohio.
We got Steven Strait in at $15 now.
So do you have to have a certain amount of teeth to wear that one?
This one is cool. This is NFC Champs. This is the Bears again. I think this hat is from 84 or 85. 84. Well, what year did they go to the Super Bowl? Was it
85?
Sean is back in at 17.
This hat here has never, you can tell it may have been worn slightly. It looks like it may have been, but I don't know if that's sweat or just discoloration from age, but it's in very, very nice shape. Then we got this Notre Dame. I used to have a hat just like this. This one is made by Twins. Notre Dame. I actually just bought all these hats this weekend. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a very light.
We got Yellow Brick reselling it at 20, but Bluegrass came in at 25, and Steven is actually in at 27.
This one's made by Proline, and also it says Drew Pearson and Young Ann. So there's a lot of companies on this hat. And then we have a Rams hat that's just like it. These ones are from, I think, the early 90s. Here's a Sherwin-Williams. I'm just, some of them have dust on them, so I'm wiping off the foam from inside of that one hat.
Yellow Brick is back in at $30.
Cover the Earth. On the backside, it says Powdura. It does have a little, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but on this one side, I think this guy had these hats on display, so there's a little bit of yellowing on this. If you open it, you can actually, there, you can see it real good there. I don't know if that can be cleaned out. This one's a shame because I found another hat just like it that went for a lot of money, but this one's a little bit rough. So Cincinnati Bengals. So I got all of Ohio covered.
The corduroy is holding a little bit of the dirt, yeah.
I don't know if it's dirt or just discolor. I think he had it on display.
Oh, okay.
It may have just faded out or discoloration. I can't. It doesn't seem like it comes out.
Okay. Harbor's Hope is in at $40, and look who's back there.
Here's another one of those Drylac. It's brand new.
Hello, Carol.
This is one of my favorites. I almost thought about keeping this just because I like the patch. The patch is like a felt. Go ahead, Pat.
No, you're fine. Stephen Straight's in at $42.
Gaelic Tugboat Company. And this one is, I can't read the patch. It's pretty old, so it's kind of faded out, but it's a cool hat. This is my favorite out of the lot. This is like a felt. A lot of these have to do with the local harbor here and some of the companies that are in the harbors. This is Phoenix Cardinals. Definitely a late 80s, early 90s hat. But this one still has the cardboard in it.
Because the Phoenix Cardinals are not around anymore, right?
I don't know.
I'm lying. They're still around.
ANCO, A-N-N-C-O, professional model.
Didn't they used to be St. Louis, Scott?
No, that's baseball. They still are the St. Louis Cardinals.
All right. Got 3 more to go.
That's a baseball hat, not a football hat.
Okay.
There's a Ford.
It's hard to keep track of all movement.
This one just says Made in the USA. Pro Shop line is the brand. I don't know if you can see that up in there.
The Ford one. Wow, that's nice.
Ford, yeah, it's a patch.
Yeah.
And then we have another Ford. This is screen print. This one, I don't see a maker. Okay, here we go. It's that crazy, funky M looking maker again. That's what that one is. And finally, Super Bowl XXI. That's what, 21?
21, yeah.
Yep. So that's it. All the hats, I'll count them up. Yeah,
that'll make your head sweat.
Yeah, this one. Most of these hats, I don't think have been worn.
Okay, we got Steven in at 42. Is anybody else interested in the hats?
I'll give a final number here real quick. 1, 2.
Yeah, no, I made the pizza in the Stromboli. Harbor's Hope is in at 45.
So that was between the Giants and the Broncos in 1987. The Giants beat the Broncos.
Steven comes back in at $50.
It's like 22 hats.
22 hats. Okay, we're going to start calling this. We're going to say going one.
Turn her down.
We got Harbor's Hope in at $52.
There's some really good hats in there. I'm sure there's some money in there. I just
Sean is out. Sean, thank you for bidding.
I did not feel like going through all those hats. I did pull a couple out, but
We're going to say going once to Harbor's Hope for $52.
I'm a little lazy.
Now, how many lots do you have tonight right now? Steven's in at 55.
Those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the comic books, which is 8 binders, I think, 7 or 8 binders of comic books yet.
Okay.
So I don't know how I'm going to sell the comic books. We're going to see.
Okay, so you have like 10, at least 10 lots.
Oh yeah.
Harbor's Hope is in at 65. Thank you.
I saw those hats at a yard sale this weekend. Most of those, not all of them, but there was actually 2 yard sales worth of hats there, and I couldn't pass them up. They were cool, but I don't like listing hats.
My son is in here. He's saying he got an older vintage Houston Oilers hat for $1 and resold it for $22.
Oh yeah, those old NFL hats.
Steven is in at $68.
It's probably the best hat lot that I've sold so far.
Harbor's Hope is back in at 75. Thank you.
Again, that's my favorite right there. Not my favorite, but probably the best hat in the lot. There was a similar hat that didn't have the
It's out.
FC Champs.
So we're going to say going once, going twice, and they're going to give it about 20 seconds.
Pat, you're wonderful at this job.
No, well, I don't know.
No, you're good at it.
Just trying to help you to make it things smooth. And you know, when you first do things, it's a little, and I don't mind helping my friends out. So I appreciate you and Scott.
That's right.
Okay, we're going to say sold to Hope for $75. Thank you, Harbor's Hope. You got the hat lot. Enjoy.
Awesome lot, too.
And you can, Big Mike from Florida posted it. You can.
And I did get the payment from Eric.
Yep.
All right, next lot. This one is kind of unique, and I'm hoping.
You know, what I'm learning from these, though, by watching some of these, I would have probably passed on those hats if I saw them at a yard sale.
Oh gosh, no.
Because I don't collect those type of things, but I realize that there's a value in it. So this is what you got to learn from watching these auctions too. That there's things out there that you can pick up that maybe you personally don't like, but somebody else would like.
All right, so this one, I'll make myself big again here. This one is unique. You don't see these very often, but I'm gonna obviously I have to have a starting bid on this because it's such a cool item. But we're gonna
Now,
start.
what is this? What is this lot called?
Mr. Chimp.
Mr. Chimp lot. And what's the start?
We're gonna do $20 to start on this guy.
$20 to start on the Chimp lot.
Got some weight to him, and he's not mine. He belongs to me, my brother, and my brother-in-law. So this is one of those lots that we're going into in conjunction on. So I want to make sure we get enough money. And if we don't, I'll throw it on eBay. But Mr. Chimp is made by Marks. His number is 6220. We'll take him out of the box. The box is fantastic. Look at this. This is from the 60s. He does a lot of things, but Mr. Chimp doesn't work correctly. You got to give him a little pat on the ass to get him to start. I think he just needs rewired. This is what he looks like. There are examples of him on eBay. This is his little remote control. It's an actual radio. They call it a radio control, obviously, for obvious reasons. But he's supposed to do a whole lot of things. He's got a little beeper in his ass. So when he falls down, it beeps. I did make an attempt to make him work correctly, but I don't want to ruin him because he's so cool. So I didn't go very far with it. So I didn't even get him apart.
It's from the 60s. Someone's asking what year.
Yeah. You must be on live chat because I'm not seeing that yet. Seeing some of the questions.
Yeah, what I've noticed I'm seeing YouTube first. StreamYard is a little bit behind.
There's no actual year on the box. I know that, but these were put out in the 60s, maybe early 70s, but I'm going to guess 60s. He's all plastic, and he's made by Marks. If there's no interest in at $20, we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll just pass.
We'll give him a couple more minutes. Mr. Chimp, he's sweet. This one did not come out of the stinky house.
Thank you, Harbor's Hope.
I wish he worked correctly. But at this point, he does need a little work. Other than that, I mean, look at his condition. He's fantastic. His clothes are all there. Everything's good. I'll check that in a second, Harbor's Hope.
Sean is saying 1969.
Yeah, right around that age. I think his eyes even moved. He did a lot of things.
That's 51 years old.
I know, right? And it's a shame that I couldn't get him to work. But
that would be a neat video. Imagine if you could find a toy maker that fixes toys that you could take, and there's probably someone that could fix that and make it work.
I'm sure that it's just a slight wiring issue on the inside.
Right.
I have a little bit of knowledge on that stuff. I did get your payment, Harbour. So, Yellow Brick Road reselling is correct. They do sell for good money when they're working. I don't know what they sell for.
April Davis is in at $21.
Great, April. Thank you. Monkey. It is a really cool little deal.
Steve, approximately how tall is it?
Well, I'll tell you exactly how tall he is. He is 14 inches high.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, actually.
He's a big one.
And Steven is in at 25. And Steve, you do have the right there. You have the original box that it comes in.
This box is in really, really, really nice condition. I will make sure that it's in here real nice too. I'm not going to close it right this moment because I don't want to. But you can see how good a condition this box is. Probably better than any I've seen. That's all the stuff he does. He movable spring action legs for walking, powered moving arms, bendable hip joints. He did a lot of stuff. And he'll walk with you if you hold him. My grandparents worked at it says Erie, PA on it, but it was actually in Girard, Pennsylvania. And my grandparents actually worked at this factory.
April Davis is in at 26.
Clothing made in Hong Kong, motor made in Japan.
Stephen Strait is in at now $50.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you, Steve.
This is a cool item.
Oh, if you're really into vintage toys, I think that's a great item.
Even just for display, right?
Yeah.
I think even for parts, he's worth $50 easy. But he's obviously not a parts monkey. He's definitely worth being fixed. And like I said, I would do it, but I don't want to ruin it. I do have a little bit of knowledge, but not enough to work on a vintage toy like this.
Okay, it doesn't seem like we have anyone else interested.
Go ahead.
But we're going to start calling going once. Going twice. The shipping in the United States is free, and we currently are bidding on Mr. Chimp. Steven's in at $50. This is lot number 3, so we're going to have about 10 lots tonight, and shipping is free in the United States.
And if you're in Canada or elsewhere, just hit me up and I'll let you know what it is. And we'll split it.
And we'll give it about 20 more seconds since came in a little late.
And I want to thank you all for being here because I know there are other auctions going on tonight. So I didn't know that when I did this. But
okay, we are sold to Stephen Strait for $50.
Thank you so much, Stephen. You'll enjoy that one. All right, what do we got? Anybody like Legos? Oh, this is all Legos. So let me make myself big again.
Start price?
Well, I paid $15 for them, so that's my start price. Now, of course, this includes shipping, but this is $11. little over 11 pounds of Legos. They're mixed. They're nothing special except for this one. This one is a set of some sort of SpongeBob set, but none of the minifigs are in there except part of the teacher fish lady. So that is, I mean, that's a big SpongeBob set. I think most everything else is in there. And then we have a few little minifigs, random stuff. I think that red guy is from like the 90s. He's pretty old. The rest of them I think are more contemporary, and there's some little parts and pieces in there too. Swords.
We got Phil, the Texas Bandit, in at $25. Thank you, Phil.
Then the rest of this
30
is just random Legos from the 90s. I did go through every single one of these. I'm not going to swear that there's not 1 or 2 Mega Blocks in here, but for the most part, I'd say 99.9% all Legos. It took me about 3 hours to go through them all. So there are some tires and wheels and, you know, your regular pieces. There are some bigger wheels in there too. There's things like that. Nice big. There's not a lot of green, but there's a nice big green one.
Texas Bandit is in at $40.
There's another different style of wheel here. 11 pounds, a little over 11 pounds of Legos. The box weighs under a pound, so I took that weight off. There's even these really weird, funky wheels, and the only reason I know they go with the set is because they were on some of the tires. For the wheels, the tires were on the wheels. There's a lot of Legos there. It's heavy. And it'll be shipped probably right in this box here.
Do we have anybody else interested in bidding on the 11-pound box of Legos? We're going to start calling it. Going once.
Even things like that in there. Oh, this is what one of those wheels look like on the, or tires look like on the wheel there. They're fairly old.
I'm going to say going twice. All right, we are sold to the Texas Bandit, Phil, for $40.
Thank you, Phil. Phil. And 40.
Hey, Glenn, welcome.
Hey, Glenn, how are you? Glenn is one of my favorite people. I like that. But he knows it. All right, let's see who all is in there. Look awful bored there, Scott.
Not me.
Hanging out. You're here for moral support. All right, so we got the next lot is going to be this jersey. This one's pretty cool. It's a Magic Johnson jersey. This is all stitched. It is made by Adidas. It is a size 2XL. It has his name on the back, stitched, and Lakers on the front, stitched. This one is a heritage. Oh, no, hardwood classics, excuse me. Hardwood classics. 2XL.
What are we starting out at?
I'll make it $10.
$10 start. Lakers jersey.
Great deal. It says Irvin Magic Johnson, 32, length +2. It has the years he played. And it has that little NBA tag on the side.
We got Glenn in at $10. Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, this is a great jersey. It has a little sewn patch up here that says Adidas on it. It's in fantastic condition too. It doesn't look like it was used much. There's no staining, no tears, no rips.
We got Yellow Brick Road in at 20. What size? It's a 2X.
2XL. It's length +2. can probably see it right there. Bluegrass Picker said sold one in the booth for $75. Yep. It's a very nice jersey. We don't sell no crap around here, right?
Right.
You see Sam Davis?
Sam Dallas?
Sam Dallas, I'm sorry.
Sam, if you bid on something tonight and you win it, I will include an autograph in there with it. It might not actually be Sasquatch, but it'll be a reasonable facsimile thereof. Yeah, I molded my game after him, too. I didn't have game. Very nice jersey. I saw Scott did well on jerseys, so I figured I'd throw this one in there.
We got 57 people watching right now.
That's pretty dang good. That's great.
It's in at $22.
It's a great steal right there, guys.
Oh, that's a great.
Yep. Ooh, my arms is getting tired. How do you guys do this?
You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you eat Wheaties, you run 10 miles.
Show that.
You have 3 other people, so you don't have to do it every 3rd time, 4th time.
Right, exactly.
I think that might be the new format.
Right, because
I told you guys you could sell something.
Oh, I don't know if Sky has anything to sell. I told you I just come on just to kind of help with the modding issue.
I don't have anything to sell. All mine's for keeps.
For when, yeah, right. You got to sell it. Hey, I watched your video last night. It was nice to see Joni pop in. She didn't realize that you were taping. You were doing some of your eBay sales.
She's a natural one. As soon as she realized, it was like she's just right on. You know,
it's like, hey.
She doesn't care.
I start counting that one down. Pat.
Okay, Disney Nate in at. So we're gonna say going once.
Great deal.
Going twice.
$22.
AB Dragons is in at $23. There we go. Once they realized we were almost going to shut this down, now they bid.
I got to give a little shout out to AB Dragons. He asked me to make him some custom masks, and I did it for him, custom face masks. And
Harbor's Hope is in at 24. Disney Nate's back in at 25.
He really enjoyed them. So
Yellow Brick Road wants to meet Joni. She's a sweetheart. She's actually more talkative than Scott.
Next year, when we actually have the national gathering, I'm sure she might.
Meeting Johnny's overrated.
No,
I enjoyed it.
AB Dragons is in at 26. Now we're getting action.
Hey, that meth addict woke me up 3 times this morning before I finally decided to get out of bed.
Still
I'm like, really? It's like quarter. It's like 3:45. It's like 5:30. It's like 6:45. I'm like, really?
Disney Nate is in at 28. Now we're getting some bidding. We had some sleepy people here, right?
Yeah, I mean, somebody was going to miss out on this thing. That's a sweet deal.
Good deal, yeah.
$28. But hey, this is an absolute auction, so it's going to go.
We say going once right now.
We're going to throw it over the shoulder. Maybe that'll work. It's getting hard to hold up.
They're going to say going twice. Now, I will always give like a 20, 25 seconds. I won't. This way, if there's a lag.
You only had somebody else there in the house that could come in and hold these things up for you.
Right. My wife is probably sleeping by now, if that's who you're referring to.
8:45?
Yeah. No, actually, about 9. Sell it, Pat.
Okay, we're going to say sold to Disney Nate for $28. Thank you.
Do we know that Disney Nate, he sounds kind of shady?
He's shady.
As long as he pays me, I'm all right with it.
If he doesn't pay, I'll beat his ass. trust me, the old man is not that old to still.
Oh, Disney Nate, is that your boy?
Yeah.
that's his
Oh, I didn't know that.
He doesn't live with me. He lives 35 miles away.
All right, so I have.
But he's into sports, and he has an eBay store, and he does better on this type of stuff than I do.
So I got payments from Phil and Steven Strait. So we're good so far. All right, so
now Disney Nate, the PayPal is right there on the screen. Please pay tonight, and shipping is included.
All right, so we got my favorite lot of the night.
Lot 6 tonight.
Not.
Am I supposed to be numbering these things?
I'm doing it.
Was it Mr. Chimp?
Mr. Chimp was cool. This is cooler, in my opinion. This is a Game Boy ASCII Carryall DLX case. But it's not just a case. It is a Game Boy. There's a Game Boy in there. It has the cord. It has the power cord adapter thing. We're going to start this one out of 20 because I got to get at least 20 for that.
Yeah.
And this does work.
Lot 6 tonight. Steve's starting at $20.
How nice and clean that is.
And we got the Bearded Picker in at 20, and we got Sean in at 25.
So it also includes the original instruction manual and whatever that pamphlet is, probably a little Game Boy catalog. We also have 2 games. We got
Scott the Bearded Picker back in at 30.
And we have baseball.
How many games are included with this?
2. Just 2. That's all I had.
The 2?
Just the baseball and fishing champ.
Okay.
The only 2 games I actually had. So
Harbor's Hope is in at 35.
let's see if I got batteries in it. I'll turn it on.
Steven Strait's in at 38. Sean is in at 40. Steve, we had one of these for Disney Nate when he was 13.
Yeah.
And he didn't listen to me. He wouldn't behave. So I told him I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it away, and you'll get it back when you learn to listen. I think it was 9 years later he got it back.
That's a slow learner right there.
You know what happened was I put it up in the attic and we forgot about it, and then we were going, and that's a true story. Like,
so I'm trying to start a game in it so you guys can see it works. The glare sucks, but there you go.
But that's the one we had. I used to love to play Tetris on that. Okay, do we have any other people interested? We got Sean in at $40 right now.
I could get 40 just for that.
And
that was a bearded guy that was bitten.
we got Harbor's Hope back in at $40, and Mike says that was the only game he played too was Tetris.
Yeah, I think when I had it, because the screens are so hard to see on them.
Vivid Waves is in at $60. Thanks, Vivid Waves.
These cases, and it's a hard case. It's not soft. These are pretty hard to come from. If you are 1989, I got your payment. Yep, got it.
Yeah, that's him.
So then now the case does have a little bit of condition issues, but there's no cracks or anything in it.
So the Game Boy, the case, the cords, the 2 games, we're in at $60. Right now, we're going to say going once.
I didn't even know Game Boys took cords. But they did, and it works. And if for some reason one of them doesn't, I actually have a second one of these, so whoever gets it. If for some reason that fails on you, let me know, and I'll send the other one out.
Y'all got too rich for my blood.
I'll send you the next one.
We're going twice here, $60. Vivid Waves. Vivid Waves, I'm not sure if you're new to the auction. You must pay the PayPal's right there tonight. Shipping is free in the United States. If you're outside, you need to make arrangements with Steve, and he would basically adjust that shipping for you.
I think we've seen Vivid Waves before, haven't we, Scott?
It looks like Vivid Waves is going to get it in about 10 seconds here.
Awesome.
Okay, sold the Vivid Waves for $60. Thank you.
Great deal. I always hit the wrong one. That's the one I want.
$60 to Vivid Waves. Thank you.
Somebody on my yes, I did get the payment for the hats. Somebody on my preview video asked me why we do these live auctions instead of just selling stuff on eBay where you potentially get more money. I said, because it's the fun, it's the excitement of doing these things. I enjoy this.
And also, at some point, when you pick up so much stuff, so I did a haul video from the yard sales this weekend. I called hard on. I'm like, do you realize how much crap I bought Saturday? He's like, yeah, I've been going through mine too. I bought a lot. I bought enough to fill up almost 3 large boxes.
All right, we're gonna do some comic books. We'll see.
Did you see, Scott? Did you see that fly too?
No, I see a mosquito right up there.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was saying.
All right, we're gonna try
Yeah,
this.
you got your payment, Disney, Nate.
Yep, I did. So
You're good.
far, everybody except of course Vivid Waves because they just got done.
Yeah, everybody's up. Everybody's doing a great job tonight, paying within 5 minutes.
And I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Makes it a lot easier because he don't have to invoice, and so I appreciate it.
Okay, so we're gonna do some comic books.
Okay, so lot number 7 is comic books.
This one has 17 books in it.
17 books. Okay.
I'm just gonna start doing it.
Where do we want to start these at, bud?
Let me start them at $10.
Now, wait a minute. Let me ask a quick question. Is the binder included with the?
If the price goes high enough, I'll throw the binder in. But if not, then I'll just take them out of the binders because they'll be a little bit cheaper.
Okay, because just so they know.
They are all in.
All right, so we're starting this off at $10. Did you say? Okay.
This one's Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch. These are some weird. Now these do, before you guys bid, these do have some odor because they were from the Stinky House. But if you know what you're doing, you can get the odor out pretty good. And they all have some sort of condition issues. Mostly not major condition issues, but they do have condition issues. So you're not bidding on gradable comic books. You're just bidding on a lot of comic books that are pretty cool.
Now let me ask you, Steve. On these, do these have like a price of like 79 cents, 20 cents?
No, they start out. This one doesn't have a price, of course. The one when you asked me that question, 20 cents.
That's usually how you can date the comic book.
Oh yeah, these are all mostly Silver Age and early Bronze Age.
Yeah.
All right, so then you got Jetsons. Then you've got Gazoo, which is from the Flintstones.
Yeah. Yep. That's from the Flintstones.
There's another Flintstone.
That's my favorite cartoon. You know, the Flintstones were based after the Honeymooners.
Pebbles and Bam Bam. Were they? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, when you think about the characters.
Yeah,
Wow.
You're right.
The big jolly guy with the black hair and the wife with the red hair, and then the goofy friend, Barney, Ed Norton.
This is a big, thick Dennis the Menace Christmas special, 1970. It actually has, it's a calendar. Almost the whole book has like calendar pages. There's Yankee Doodle Dennis. We need a little bit of the Yankee Doodle Dennis.
I always liked Dennis the Menace too.
Yeah, Sugar and Spike. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. That one's 12-cent comic. Devil Kids. Little Dots, Uncles and Aunts. A couple Archies.
If that was a day, that'd be Little Dots, Uncles and Uncles.
All right. Anthony. Richie Rich's Success. So this is this one's really cool. I used to eat at that restaurant all the time. Big Adventures of Big Boy. Millie Monster. Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse has got quite a bit of condition issues.
Okay, guys, we got 17 comic books here. We're starting at $10. The binder is not included unless we get to a certain price.
Yeah, it's just so that's 17 there.
Do we have any interest?
If there's no takers, we'll just move on from these ones. This one has 13 in it. We'll get through these. If there's no bids by the time I'm done with these, we'll move on to the next lot. Scooby-Doo, couple Scooby-Doos.
Now, is this part of the 17?
Yeah, this is there's 13 in this one, so 17 plus 13.
Okay.
Another Scooby-Doo. These ones are falling out. Little Lulu. Another Little Lulu. I'll check in a minute, Vivid. There's Pink Panther. I do have other comic books that are a little bit better. Funky Phantom. Pretty cool. The 70s were a weird time, weren't they? Addams Family. Bugs Bunny. Andy Pandy. Funyun. There's an H&R Puffin stuff. Actual comic book. That one has some condition issues, but it's pretty cool.
Is anybody interested in the comic books here today?
These two don't. These ones actually are pretty.
Disney Nate's in at $10. Now, let me clarify. Steve, hold on a second. Let me clarify. The original lot, is that just the first binder,
No,
or
it's for both of these.
Oh, it's for both binders, but you're not
Both
getting
binders. Not
he,
$10 ship, no.
right, exactly. I just want to clarify that so there's no miscommunication. Disney Nate is in at $10.
So I'm only going to do those two binders, so there's 17 plus 13, whatever that comes out to.
Penny Day is in at 12.
So that's 30 comics.
30 comics now. So we started out at 17 and he upped it to 30.
Yep, 30 comics.
So we're Penny Day's in at $12. This is I personally like the Flintstones. It's a nice.
There's nothing I'm sure high dollar in here, but it is a cool lot. And if it gets to 25, I'll send them in the line.
Disney Nate is in at 14. Penny Day's in at 16. Now we got some interest.
Let me go through them again slowly, quickly. Jetsons. Kazoo. Flintstones. Pebbles and Bam Bam. There's the Menace.
Disney Nate's 18 and Penny Day's back in at 20.
My favorite part's not the comic books; it's the advertisements on the backs.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool.
Oh, I like the artwork even of the front cover,
Yeah.
to be honest.
That stuff.
Disney Nate is in at 22. If we get to 25, the binders will be included, he said.
Check this one out. That was every boy's dream back in those days, right there. That bike.
Penny Day's in at $24.
That's an orange. That's an orange peeler, ain't
Oh, I thought you were gonna hold up a picture of Farrah Fawcett or something.
it? Younger adolescents. Younger. And it was, for me, it was Daisy Duke. So.
Yeah, I like Daisy Duke too. Charlie's Angels.
I just made up something. I did buy a Dukes of Hazzard DVD new at the yard sales this weekend.
You
That was
allowed
awesome.
to sell that in this climate?
Penny,
Yeah, it doesn't have the top of the General Lee on it anywhere.
Are you-
Although I do have a Robert E. Lee puzzle that's got partial of the battle flag, but
you know what? I've sold Dukes of Hazzard stuff even after they've said not to.
we're going to say going once right now. Disney Nate is out.
This one Lancelot link I just noticed is pretty rough on
We got 30 comic books here.
the rest of them are pretty decent though. That's it. Go ahead and
Going twice. And we are sold to Penny Day for $24.
thank you, Penny.
Thank you, Penny.
Let me make it big again so you can see somebody. All right, we're gonna skip comic books for now. We're gonna do
what the hell? Oh,
these do not have any advertisements in them, so I can send these media mail, so it'll be cheaper. These are Central Headlight. These are a train magazine. I can't remember which company they go to. Empire State Express, that one is. And these are all from the 2000s. This one's 2008.
So a train magazine lot?
Central, New York Central, I think is the company.
Okay.
So there's one. This one is from 2003. It's like the, that's a pretty cool trainer.
What are we going to start these out at, bud?
They're going to go medium mail, so I don't care. $5.
$5? Okay. Train magazine lot at $5. We're going to start at.
I believe there's 13 magazines here, and then there's one extra in the end. This one's from 2009.
Yellow Brick is right in at $5.
Oh yeah, great deal.
Likes the price.
I've seen one of these sell for like 15.
Penny Days back in at $7. Can you open that one up there? The one with the fall leaves?
This one?
Yeah. Just to kind of see what. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it has all sorts of articles and stuff, mostly train related.
I love trains. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we got. Well, we're jumping up this. We had Penny Days, Sam, but Swamp Picker's in at $9.
This one's 2005.
Dallas is in at $10. Yellow Brick wants to know: are these from the Stinky House?
These are not from the Stinky House. Nothing else. The only thing from the Stinky House tonight is comic books. There's another one. Steam's Winter Glory. This one is from 2011. I really like this one because of just the front on the.
Yellow Brick is in at $15.
This one's from 2007. This one reminds me of my grandfather. He had a look like that without the beard. This one's from 2008. I got several from the year 2010, which is their 40th anniversary of the magazine.
Penny Day is asking how many.
I think there's 13. I'll count them up when we're done here. This is from 2010. Another one from 2010.
Can we see the back cover on that one, Steve?
Sure. This one was. I mean, they all have like full color on the back. All of them are similar on the back. They all have two pictures like that.
Trains and train stations. Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's another one. Let's see, this one's from 2007. This one has an extra piece in it. What's in there? Current roster. There's some sort of membership. You must have to have a membership. So there's an extra paper in this one talking about that. Lots of extra papers in this one. Oh, you could actually, New York Central System Historical Society, Annual Railroadiana Show and Sale, May 1st, 2011. So I'll put those in there too. This guy was in the railroad stuff. So anyway, this one's from 2011. Just the pictures in these are pretty cool. This one is from 2010.
Okay, Yellow Brick Road is in at 15. We're going to say going once.
Here's one with a tugboat on it. 2011. This one's 2004.
Penny Day's back in. Thank you, Penny. It's 17, and she's just saying that she sent her payment for the comic books.
I'll check that out. 2009, I think. And the last thing in this lot will be this level 1, book number 9, HO model railroading.
And Yellow Brick reselling is back in at 20, and Penny Day bouncing at 22. So how many was that, Steve?
What I'm going to do right now is give you a count.
All right, thank
I'm
you.
going to say 13, but I'm not 100%, so let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yellow Brick is at $24.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the Central Headlight magazines and one of these.
So
Which is just a model railroading guide.
Yeah. Penny Day's in at 26. Hey, we got 50 people in here right now watching. I see 21 thumbs. If you guys could hit the thumbs up, appreciate it.
This one is a lot that I share with my brother and brother-in-law as well. The comic books were too. And they are watching tonight.
Oh, well, hello.
Mark and Joe. Mark and Joe are watching tonight.
Mark and Joe?
Yep.
All right, Mark and Joe, hello.
Yes, Penny, I got your payment. I should bring them on one of these Mondays. So if this is doing fairly well for us.
They're making you do all the work, right?
Well, no, they generally go on picks, and I'm the one who sells them. So.
Oh, okay.
And we split it 3 ways.
Well, maybe you can start getting them into doing some pre-recorded content for YouTube.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think maybe even these auctions. My brother-in-law Joe, he's former Amish. But he has a really good auction voice, so we might try it if he's willing. I don't even know if he knows what a camera is. But
well, and you get the different personalities and picking things, and
my brother Mark's an entertainer. He tours with it nationally.
Oh, okay. Okay. Penny Day's in at 26. I already called going once, so we're going to say going twice.
It's a good lot. I don't know exactly. I'm sure it's a longer tail item, but it's a decent lot.
Yellow Brick, are you still interested in it all?
Back issue magazines tend to do well, especially train related stuff. Go ahead and sell it, Pat.
Okay, Steve says sell it. Here we go. We are sold to Penny Day for $26.
$26.
Thank you, Penny.
All right. So let's see what we got.
She loves the ephemera.
Oh, from me? The stuff she got from me?
Well, Penny's bought from me. She searches out a lot of ephemera.
Yeah, she does well with it.
Yeah, she just bought 350 or so postcards from me.
Oh wow, she bought a bunch from me too.
Yeah.
So all right, I don't know if anybody's into Atari, but I got a crap ton of Atari games. We're gonna start this lot off at, we'll say $15. So it's all Atari games.
Okay, Atari games lot 9 start at 15.
Sam, I will not sell the shirt off my back.
Now, Steve, you don't need to take a break or anything real quick, do you?
No, we're almost done anyway, I think.
Okay.
So I think we got 1 or 2 more lots to go after this.
Okay.
Good. Unless you guys need a break. If you guys do.
No.
Scott don't need a break.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired right now.
All right, so here we go. This first set are all in box, okay? So this one is Haunted House. These have the instructions and the box and the game inside. So now the games are in various states of wear. Yeah, that one looks it's a little rough, but they do have the boxes and they do have the instructions. This is one of those lots that I share with my brother and brother-in-law. Here's Combat with the instructions in the box. The box is a little rough. I know it's a cool shirt. I wear a lot of VW stuff. This also includes an Atari catalog. So I think it's from 1985 or so, or 75. I don't know. What time is it? Early 80s. Oh, there's even a 20-cent coupon in there. I'll let you have that. There's also an Atari Force, a little comic book. There is just a random IndyCar instructions for a game. I think that's a big box PC game. The Lawnmower Man PC game, instructions only. Some other obliterator instructions. Donkey Kong in the box with the instructions, the original. This one's pretty decent shape. So the game is in there. I do have 2 copies of Donkey Kong in this slot. Just one has the box. We have Defender in the box with the instructions. We have Kaboom in the box.
Yellow Brick, thanks for stopping. Come back on Wednesday night when Scott is doing his with Harlan, and you'll see those guys again.
We have Dig Dug in the box with the instructions. Dig Dug's box is a little rough, but not bad. And this is just an NES game. It's an empty box, but it's in phenomenal shape. So it's Donkey Kong Classics, just a box. If you know anything, these boxes sometimes can go for decent money. So, right, so that's those. And then this one's an empty box. This is Raiders of the Lost Ark. The instructions are in here.
So how many games exactly?
So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have two.
Dusty Harberdasher, $15.
We have 2 big box PC games. I believe they're completely instructions. These are copies. This one is Navy SEAL, and this one is Navcom 6. Then we have, so that's 10. We have the other Donkey Kong.
And we got Scott in at $20.
We have Space Invaders with
Hide and Seek Picker, welcome, $25.
All right, Dan, you asshole. Don't be bidding me up, boy.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Dan.
Is
I
that
ain't talked to him all weekend. He comes in and bids me up.
Scott? Is that our Dusty or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I'm talking about Hide and Seek Picker. That's my buddy Dan.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Pepper 2. I don't know why there's a hole in it.
Well, Hide and Seek Picker, $25. You're the winning bid right now, bud.
Star Raiders. I think, yeah, this one comes with the instructions, Star Raiders. If Dan wins this, he's getting something special. Pac-Man.
We got Scott
Not
back in
bad.
at 26. He's showing Dan.
Donkey Kong Jr.
I'll show you, Dan. I'll take you by war.
That'll get something special. Everybody will get something special. I promise something special. In
Here
this.
comes Dan at 30. He's not playing around.
All right, so now we've got this whole box. This is included in the slot. This is Riddle of the Sphinx. This is football. Volleyball.
So there's a lot more. He's
yeah.
adding to this, right? Yeah.
Berserk. Ice hockey. Mousetrap. Another copy of Defender.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. When I was a kid, I couldn't afford it, but the neighbor had it, and I used to like to go over there and play the Pac-Man.
Breakout. Here's one of the all-time favorites. Frogger. Oh.
Hey, Craig. Welcome. Thank you for stopping.
Stampede.
Frogger.
Kaboom. So there's 2 kabooms because one's in the box still.
Harbor's Hope is in at 35.
Mystery game. I think it's Space Invaders, but I'm not sure.
Dan wants this lot. He's in at $50.
Game program combat. It has tank pong, invisible tank, biplane, jet fighter on it. Another copy of Frogger. Not as good a shape though. Another copy of Pac-Man. It just keeps going. Again, another one of those combats. So if one doesn't work, you got a second one to back her up. This one's called Dark Cavern. Doesn't have any artwork on it, but this is Space Invaders. We have Demons to Diamonds. There's a lot of games here. Dodge them. We have Telegames. So Telegames has curveball, steerable ball, and straight ball. We have Barnstorming. And finally, Carnival by Sega, the official Carnival by Sega. While you guys are still bidding or Pat's counting it down, I will count them up and let you know how many.
Yeah, no, we're gonna give a little time yet to you can give a true how many games there are. But Dan is the high bidder, hide and seek picker at $50. I mean, it seems like you got at least 20, 25 games, right?
More than that.
Right.
It's more than that. It's closer to 30, 35.
Yeah, there's a lot there. I've always wanted to on a side note, I've always wanted to get a real Miss Pac-Man or Pac-Man game for the house one day. But they're not cheap no more. I've been looking. I look on Craigslist or Marketplace. Look at those consoles and pinball machines. It's expensive.
There are 34 cartridge games.
34 games, guys. We got $50.
Two empty boxes, the Donkey Kong Classics and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, some random paperwork, and then the two big box PCs.
Okay, I'm going to say going once. I heard a little snicker there from Scott.
It was a meme. It's got a thing of Joe Biden, and he's got his hand in his face in his hand. He says, "Who is this Antifa? I wonder what she smells like."
Do we have anybody else interested?
Count her down.
We are going twice. I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm gonna get about 20, 25 seconds for the lag, just in case, because I know myself, I listen in the background and.
Oh wait, there's more games I forgot to count. 35, 36, 37, 38 cartridges.
38 games.
Plus the two big box PC games.
All right. I'll add on.
That's a deal. That's $1.10 a game. That's a deal.
Yeah. Sell it.
All right. We are sold the hide and seek picker for $50.
Thanks, Dan. You will get something special in that box.
And the PayPal address is right on the screen. If you could pay tonight, thank you, Dan.
All right, so we're going to try one more lot of comic books here at least, and we'll see what we got here. We got to find the right good lot.
Eric, yeah. Hey, Harlan.
Here we go.
You could buy. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that one with the full. But I want to, and they even have those ones at Walmart that are. But I want an old one.
So this entire binder.
Scott, are you watching YouTube? Do you notice I'm clear in StreamYard, but I appear fuzzy in YouTube?
You're fuzzy in StreamYard too.
It wasn't for me.
Am I fuzzy for you too, Scott?
Here,
yep.
Here's how we fix that. So there's 15. I might add another binder to this. We'll see how it goes. But there's 15 in this binder, and they're again from the Stinky House, so they do have a little bit of an odor. We'll start out. What did we start out at the last comic book one? Do you remember? 10?
15.
Yeah, 15.
15 sounds good. These are all the same brand, so they're all ghosts. So this one is. These ones start out at 35 cents. I think these are from the 70s. Let me check on that real quick. So this one's 19. Where's it at? I don't even see it. 78. So these are all from the 70s.
Big Mike's parents owned that arcade.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Some condition issues, and they do have that slight odor to them, or even maybe more than that, a little bit of a slight odor. Anyway, that's the first one. Here's the next one. So they're all the same. They're all ghosts.
Hey, welcome, Rebecca.
So they started off at 35 cents. Now we're up to 40 cents. But they're all 70s. They may end up in the 80s. But we challenge you to read Ghosts. These are all by DC Comics.
Do you have a count on how many are in this lot, bud?
This particular binder has 15 in it.
Okay.
But I might add another binder, so we'll give you
no problem. Yep.
Again, they're all ghosts.
Hi, Sue.
I don't know if these are worth anything. I have no idea about this particular comic. I know I looked up individuals, and I just don't have the gumption to list individual comic books all day long. We had 170 comic books at the beginning.
We got the Texas Bandit in at $20.
Thank you, Phil. Look at that one. We're up to 60 cents now. Comic books jumped a lot in price in the 70s in a short period of time. This is the 10th anniversary Ghost issue. All right, so that's that binder. We'll see if we can add another. But again, if we get it to $25, we'll ship them right in the binders. If not, then I'll take them out because it'll be a little bit easier. I got this many more binders to go. So this one's a good one. We'll add this one in with it. So this binder has 9, so 15 plus 9. This one's Forbidden Worlds. Trying to keep it in the same genre, like science fiction-y. Forbidden Worlds again. Adventures into the Unknown. This one has some condition issues, if you can see. Another. Thanks, Pat, for the super chat.
That's a cheeseburger for you.
Oh, thank you.
You look a little hungry there.
I actually had 2 turkey burgers before the show.
Well, this is a cheeseburger. They have no turkey. We got Texas Bandit in it. Texas, you're
It's 20.
Yeah, you're 20. Why are you bidding $10 more?
Yo, I just got 3 milk.
Adventures into the Unknown again. He probably thought your super chat was a bid.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're at 20.
Yeah, we're at 20, bud.
I mean, if you feel free to send me $30, I'm not going to argue with you.
Tells me to shut up.
Unknown Worlds.
Okay, we're at 50 then. Texas Bandit bid 50.
Outer Limits. And that's it for that. So we have 15 plus 9. That's the lot we'll do.
Yep, and we got Phil Texas Bandit in at $20.
$20.
And Disney Nate, don't get me started with that. I'm already mad about it.
Pretty cool comic books. And again, the ads on the back are really interesting. Super Siren. Remember, you used to be able to send away for X-ray glasses and stuff. Go ahead and start counting it down, Pat.
Do we have any other people interested in it? We only have one person interested in the comic book?
A couple, but
No, I mean for this lot.
for this lot, no, just the one. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
Oh.
going once. Oh, that was your town too.
What did I miss?
I sent you a cheeseburger. My son commented about me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this is, let's say the ghost slot.
Okay, going twice.
30 mil. 5 mil off. I'm not kidding you.
Where did I put my pencil?
Why?
Pat, how'd you let me lose my pencil?
I don't know. Probably because you went to grab the cheeseburger.
5 mil.
Yeah. So I found that I really like.
All right, we are sold to the Texas Bandit for $20. Thank you.
As soon as I find something to write with, I'll write it down. Texas Bandit got a Sharpie. Phil, right?
Yeah, Phil. That's Phil. He gave you a super chat earlier in the show.
Yep, and I appreciate every minute of that. Thank you. All right, so Phil got Sharpie. All right, so we're gonna put that over there. And is there going to be any more interesting comic books? Because I have a few more. If nobody's interested, we'll pass on them for tonight, and that'll be, I think, the end. So if you guys want me to do some more comic books, let me know. They're the same genre, same kind of thing. Mostly science fiction type stuff. If not, then we'll just pass on them and we'll call it a night. So speak up now or forever hold your peas. Is that how that works? Forever hold your peas?
Your peas?
Yeah, I don't know. This got something came in the mail for me.
Phil said he would be interested in the ones that would be like, but you probably don't have those, the 12 centers.
I don't know how to make the screen big.
Is that your mask?
Pretty cool, eh?
Is that how you grocery shop?
I actually think I want to go out with that thing on it. It's actually really comfortable. 12 centers. Let me see what I got, Phil. Maybe you can contact me afterwards too. We have more.
I don't know why the hell my thing is so fun.
These are 30 cents, 60 cents, 35 cents. So that wouldn't be. Let me see what else I got in here. We got some Boris Karloff 12 centers. Yeah, my mask. It took forever for that mask to get here. Boris Karloff start off at 12 cents. They go to 35 cents and then or 15 cents, and 35,
I'll be right back.
And then 50. So if you're interested in something like that. No, I sold the Marvel comics, I think, that I had on Scott's show. And then we have the Space Family Robinson or Lost in Space comics. And they're 12 and 15 cents. I gotta let Pat back in. The mask is not for sale. I don't have any Avengers. I don't have any anything I had like that would have been sold already. So.
Yeah, it looks more clear.
Yep. And then I have some of these classic illustrateds. All right, that works for me, Phil. I'll probably sell the whole lot to you if you want them. They're we've done pretty well with them, so we're good to let them go now, I think.
Oh, this is nasty.
So that's it, guys. I think I want to thank Pat Dees for calling the bids. I want to thank Scott for being moral support, talking up my items for me, making it sound a little better than it is. But that's it, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all your bids. We'll get all this stuff. I'll make sure that all this stuff gets shipped out in the morning, well, after the morning show.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for supporting Steve tonight, and thanks again, Phil, for the super chat and all the bids.
And I do want to say that this, to me, was successful. So I want to try to do this maybe once a month or twice a month or something of that nature. I think we'll do well. And I appreciate the support. What would we have, 50 live watchers at one time?
57, I think. Yeah. The peak.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was around 57, right, Scott?
I never looked over there.
Yeah,
Dan,
I think so.
Dan, I got your payment, and obviously I'm only waiting on Phil's, and I'm sure I know Phil's.
Hey, Andy, thanks for coming. And, Steve, in the future, is if you can get a good partner, someone to kind of, like Scott said, when he does his, he rotate and gives you a little bit of a break.
Yeah,
and
I think that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that this was going to be a successful thing, and it was, and I'm proud of you guys, and I'm thankful for your guys' support. So with that, I think we're going to end it. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And Sweetwater out.
Roll Tide.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know why he has zombies in water.